So good morning all of you. Sorry for the delay. So let's start for the maths previous year questions PYQ, and please comment down below that you want lecture from basics or you want advanced questions, because I think entrance is going to be in September. That is roughly around 30 days left. So we are giving you a capsule course. So let's start. So first questions come into our mind that what are the weightage of different chapters. So first we will start about questions about probability and its properties, because majorly it covers around 10 to 15 questions. So question number starts. Question number 1 starts. So we have to given four values of p. 1, 2. So given is the question, what is possible value of p? P stands for probability, and as you know that value of p is stands from gets from 0 to 1. It can be either 0 or 1, or between 0 and 1. So only one option is left, that is 1. Okay, let's last now look at second question from this only, that uh, you know uh, p is equal to pa is 1 minus p. So basic on this property, we will do quick questions about that given give you that there are two dices, and as you know, what are total number of outcomes? That is 6 into 6, that is 36. So we have a question that we know that give us sum of two numbers is greater than 10, equal to greater than 10. We have to give this probability. And second questions, what is probability that sum does not equal to 10? Okay, so first question, what are total number of outcomes? Total number of outcomes are 5 comma 5, 6 comma 4, 4 comma 6, 5 comma 6, and 6 comma 5. So what are total number of outcomes? That is 1 2 3 4 5, 5 by 36. That is the answer. Now this we have to do, the sum is not equal to 10. Okay, so what are this? We have to first give our favorable sum not equal to 10. तो फर्स्ट वी हैव टू do p इज इक्वल टू 10 का कितना होगा? दैट इज 5 कॉमा 5, 6 कॉमा 4, 4 कॉमा 6, दैट इज ओनली 3. p a is equal to 3. So 1 minus p a, that is 36 upon total, that is 36 minus 3 upon 36, that is 33 by 36, that is 11 by 12. So that is probability that are 11 by 12, that sum of two numbers not equal to 10. So at this we can move on second property. Second property is p a union b is equal to P A plus P B minus P A union A common P. So guys, I am expected that you know what is the meaning of union and what is the meaning of intersection. If you don't know, comment down below. We will start a basic class for all the newcomers. Since it is a crash course and exam is just a few months away, then we are going on a fast mode. So, taking in advanced questions, we have given the property of P A minus P A is equal to 10. P is equal to 4. What is P A intersection B is equal to 6. What is P A what is P A union B? So as you know the property, therefore P A union B is equal to P A plus P B minus P A intersection B. So as you know, we have to reverse the minus, we have to see this sign, therefore sorry, it is 0.4 0.10. Okay, and it is 0.6. okay, let's go. That is PA is equal to, that is 0.9 plus 0.6 minus 0.6, cancel out 0.9. So this is the trick. Okay, and we are covering class 11 syllabus today. The advanced questions of probability of class 12 we will take in our next class. Also we are going to get one more question on Venn diagrams. Okay, so important question on probability on Venn diagrams is, let us see. Sometimes they tend to give a few questions about Venn diagram. So we have to use P A minus B, B minus A, and that is B intersection A, this part. Okay, so basically sometimes they give or tend to give values and we have to calculate from this diagram. So please draw this diagram in a copy and remember the tricks. Okay, and secondly, second property of that is, first is mutually exclusive. When P A intersection B is equal to 0, we give the two events are mutually exclusive. That is P A union B is equal to P A plus P B. That is the property. And if P A intersection B is not equal to 0, that is they are not mutually exclusive. We have to get this property because certain questions tend to go that if, let me check, if two events are mutually exclusive, then P A intersection B is equal to option A 0, option B -1, option C 1, option A 5. The correct answer is 0. Okay. So next on probability we have certain questions on cards. As we know, there are 52 cards. Black 26, red 26, and they are carried into 4 categories. One is clubs, one is spade, one is, I don't remember the name, but you can see that they are getting into 4 categories. There is a third one is ace, and fourth one is like black diamond, black heart. Okay, so basically we are doing questions on this only, that what is the probability that we have to form. Basically P stands for number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So basically when you have given question of cards, you have to count the cards upon total number of possible outcomes, that is always a 52, and this can also change. We will do certain questions later on, that is what questions come, that what is the probability that two cards are taken, both are black. We know that P of a card, of a black card, is there are 26 cards upon total number of cards, that is 52, and we think that both are black cards, so there are 4 probabilities. One, black black. Second, black red. Third, red black. And fourth, red red. Okay, and what we want, red red, and we want both are blacks. So first we'll add up each probability upon this probability. Okay, since we know that probability of a black card is 26 by 52, that is 1 by 2, and probability of again a black card is also 1 by 2, since they are replaceable. Hence probability of both being black is black black plus red black, black black upon black black plus red black plus black red plus red red, that is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So basically what is the answer? It comes from 1 by 4 upon 4 by 4, cancel out, answer is 1 by 4. I hope you understand this question. It kind of in some advanced level, because certain 10 to 20% of a paper comes from advanced section only. So that's it for the probability. Now we will practice some questions on trigo side. As we know, we need to learn all the properties of trigo, that is come to our 11th and 12th syllabus. So first property we will check certain distance that a person is standing on, suppose A point at point B. The pole is at A at point B. This is point C. The angle of depression is 45 degrees. And as he moves, the angle of depression increases. Guys, we have to calculate as we guys, first remember that if angle of depression decreases, he is coming towards the pole, and it increases, it is moving away from the pole. Okay, certain types of question do not tell you that he's coming towards the pole or getting away far. So we have to just see that if the angle of depression decreases, that is, he is moving towards the pole, and if it increases, it is moving far away from the pole. So basically a question arises that a person is standing at A, angle of depression is 45 degrees, he moves away 100 meters, the angle of depression is 60 degree. What is his original distance from the pole? Okay, so first we will calculate this distance. Since this is 45 degree, we will name it at x, and since 45 degree both sides are equal, we will name it as x only. I hope this makes it clear. We are doing a shortcut method because it saves your time. So now tan 60 is equal to root 3, that is p by b. Therefore x by 100 is equal to root 3. Therefore x equal to root 3x plus 100 root 3, that is x 1 minus root 3 is equal to 100. Therefore x 1 minus root 3 is equal to 100. X is equal to 100 upon 1 minus root 3. That is the original distance. Okay. Second question, we will see about trigonometry, that a person is standing at B. Okay. The person is standing on C. Sorry, the person is standing on C. Angle of elevation is 45 degrees. Okay. And the distance between his and the pole is 10. So we have to calculate, and this is given as 20. Wait a second. This is 20. This is 20. This is 10. We have to calculate total length of this pole. That is simple. Since it is 45 degree, this will also be a 45 degree. Hence, it will be 10. Therefore, total height is equal to 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. Okay. Now, going on advanced trigo, we will see that since we have to calculate that tan 75 upon cot 75 into sin 35 upon cos cos 55. Okay. Actually, I'm sorry. A second. Okay. Any guesses how we will solve this question? What are the values? A 1, B 0, C -1, D 4. Any guesses how we will solve the problem? Since you know that there are 4 quadrants, that is 90 minus theta, theta 90 minus theta, 90 plus theta, 270 minus theta, 270 plus theta. Since we are giving this, so that is 90 minus theta, that is cot 10 90 minus 75 upon cot 25 multiplied by sine 90 minus it was I think 35 65 upon cos 35. That will be 10 25 cot 25 by cot 25 into sine 35 into sine 30 cos 35 upon cos 35. Cancel out, answer is 1. Therefore option A 1 is correct. Okay guys, that's it for today. I know we are getting the delay because this COVID crisis, but I promise you that we will update our videos regularly, and please do subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel and also comment your doubts / future topics. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.